Y'all, let me start with something that might just save your vacation or even your criminal record. When you come to Florida, you need to know and understand clearly that Florida law enforcement doesn't play. Now, when you come here on vacation, you may have been somebody wherever you came from. Maybe it's for money, maybe it's for other reasons. You're important. But when you come to Florida, that clout that you carried where you came from does not apply here. Okay? And I mean that. This ain't wherever you came from, where maybe you talked your way out of a ticket, or maybe you mouth off to a cop and just get a warning. Or maybe you act a fool in public and somebody just tells you to go home and sleep it off. Down here, you will get arrested. And they won't just stop there. They'll arrest your wife, they'll arrest your cousin, and they'll arrest your mama if she's standing there running her mouth too. Y'all, I've seen it. We've all seen it. Some tourists get a few drinks in them and starts feeling bold. Starts thinking the rules don't apply because they're on vacation. Starts getting loud at a bar. Starts pushing people. Starts telling the officer who shows up that this is ridiculous and do you know who I am? And I'm going to call my lawyer. And that officer, calm as a Sunday morning, just turns him around, puts the cuff on, and walks him to the car. No argument, no negotiation, no second chances. If you act up in Florida, you're going to go to jail. Period. You know, y'all, we got a saying down here, and you might have seen it on a bumper sticker or even a t-shirt at one of those tourist shops that you love so much. You might come to Florida on vacation, but if you ain't careful, you're going to leave on probation. And brother, that ain't a joke. That's a promise. You see, our sheriffs don't really give a shit where you're from. They don't care how much money you got. They don't care that you've got a flight home on Sunday. If you break the law in the state of Florida, you disrespect our people, you endanger our community. You act like the rules are for everybody but you, and you will find out real quick that this ain't Disney World, y'all. This is a real state with real laws and real consequences. You know, I've watched tourists go from, do you know who I am, to, can I call my wife? In about a total of 45 seconds. And every single time, I think the same thing. Welcome to Florida, buddy. You should have read the fine print. Well, y'all, that's what I'm doing here, is giving you the fine print. So do yourself a favor. Be polite, follow the rules, treat people with respect. And if you do see those blue lights in your rearview mirror, you say yes, sir, and no, sir. And you keep your hands where they can see them. Because Florida law enforcement will absolutely ruin your vacation, your record, and your whole damn week without breaking a sweat. Don't test it, y'all. I'm telling you this because I like you. Don't test it. Now let me tell you why I'm so fired up today.
Down a dirt road where the pines grow tall, got a tale tonight that'll chill us all. Pull up a chair by the firelight glow. There's secrets in the South that the old folks know. It's DJ Southern Storytelling, come on in.
Y'all, let me tell you something straight from my heart. I love Florida. I love it the way you love something that's in your blood, something that you didn't choose but would choose 1,000 times over if you had to. I love the cypress knees breaking through the black water like old bones reaching for the sun. Oh, and I love the afternoon thunderstorms that roll in at 3:15 to 4 o'clock like clockwork. They turn the sky purple-black, dump a monsoon on you for 20 minutes, and then they disappear like nothing ever happened. I love the smell of orange groves in the morning. I love the quiet pride of people whose families have survived generations of hurricanes, heat, and hard times without ever leaving. This is my home. This ain't a vacation destination to me. This ain't a theme park. This is not a damn backdrop for your Instagram photos or a pit stop between your resort and your cruise ship. Y'all, this is a real place with real people who work real jobs and pay real mortgages and mow real lawns and sit on real porches and drink sweet tea while the sun goes down over real neighborhoods that exist 12 months out of the year. Not just the 2 weeks that you decided to grace us with your presence. I am sick. I am bone tired sick, fed up at the end of my rope sick of the disrespect. Yeah, I'm going to start with the airports, okay? Because that's where it all begins, ain't it? That's where you first set foot in my state. And that's where you immediately start acting like you own the place. I was in Orlando International last summer, picking up family, standing in the arrivals area, minding my own damn business, when a flight from Newark landed and unleashed what I can only describe as a tidal wave of pure entitlement. A man, he's in his mid-40s, polo shirt, Bluetooth earpiece still blinking, walked straight up to a TSA worker and said, "Hey, where's the Uber pickup? And why is it so hot in here? Don't you people have air conditioning?" You people. Like the woman in the TSA uniform, a woman who'd been on her feet for 8 hours, who probably commutes 45 minutes each way, who's just trying to get through her shift so she can go home and cook dinner for her kids. Like she personally controls the thermostat of a building the size of a shopping mall. Yo, and it ain't just one guy. You see, it's a pattern. Every single day, the workers at those airports, the gate agents, the baggage handlers, the shuttle drivers, the folks at the rental car counters, they all get treated like servants by people who seem to believe that buying a plane ticket entitles them to treat every damn Floridian they encounter like the help. I watched a woman berate a Hertz employee for 15 minutes because her rental car was white instead of black. That's just dumb to me. You're in Florida, woman. You don't want a black car. 15 minutes over the color of a damn car she was going to drive for 4 days. The employee, a young kid, maybe 22, just stood there and took it. Smiled, said, "Yes, ma'am." And "I'm sorry, ma'am," while this woman talked to him like he was something she scraped off her damn shoe. Oh, that kid lives there. He's got student loans. He's got a mama who's proud of him for working a job. And you're going to talk to him like that over the color of a freaking car? Y'all, it only gets worse when they leave the airport. Because, hey, once they're out in the wild, once they're in our towns, our restaurants, our shops, that's when their mask really comes off. You see, I got a buddy who runs a bait shop down near the coast. This bait shop's been in his family for 3 generations. His granddaddy built that shop with his own hands. It's got character. It's got history. It smells like salt and shrimp and old wood. And the screen door slaps shut behind you like a handshake. Last spring, I won't say the state, I'll just say they were from the Northeast. A couple walked in, looked around like they'd stepped into a museum exhibit. And the woman actually said out loud to her husband, loud enough for my buddy to hear, "Oh my God, it's like time stopped here. Do you think they even have Wi-Fi?" My buddy smiled because that's what we do. We smile, we swallow it. We remind ourselves that their money keeps the lights on. But here's what he wanted to say. "Ma'am, I got a degree in marine biology. I chose to run this shop because my granddaddy ran it and his daddy before him, and this community depends on it. Oh, I got Wi-Fi. I even got a smartphone. And I've got more knowledge about the ecosystem you're standing in than you'll ever have about anything. But sure, talking to me like I'm a character in your little southern safari. And it ain't just the condescension. It's the mess. It's the trash left on our beaches. It's the rental cars blowing through school zones at 50 miles an hour because they don't know the roads and don't care to learn them. It's the people who walk into a family-owned restaurant and snap their fingers at a waitress like she's a dog. Man, I watched a group of tourists at a seafood place in Cedar Key send their food back 3 times. Not because anything was wrong with it, because they didn't realize it would taste so fishy. Sir, you ordered grouper at a seafood restaurant on the Gulf Coast. What in the hell did you think it was going to taste like? Chicken fucking nuggets? Now, y'all, let me tell you about the snowbirds. And here's the part that kills me. Here's the part that really gets under my freaking skin. The snowbirds. The retirees from the Midwest and Northeast. They come down every November and they stay till April. Guess what, folks? They freaking get it. They actually get it. Now look, we joke about the snowbirds. We complain about the traffic in January. We roll our eyes when the early bird specials get crowded. But y'all, that's all in good fun. But you know what the snowbirds do that the tourists don't? They learn our names. They come into the same diner every Tuesday and say, "Morning, Wade," or "Hey, Evelyn, how's your grandbaby?" And they tip well. They say please and thank you. They ask about the weather like they actually care about the damn answer. They go to our churches. They support our fundraisers. They buy our Girl Scout cookies and our high school car wash tickets. Y'all, they treat Florida like a place where people live. Because they live here too, even if it's part-time. But they do live here. And they got a stake in it, you see. They want the roads fixed and the beaches clean and the local businesses to survive. Because they're coming back next year and the year after that and so on. The tourists, folks, they treat Florida like a theme park that exists solely for their entertainment. They show up, they consume, they complain, they leave a mess, and then they go home and talk about how Florida is crazy. Like we're all just characters in some reality show put on for all their damn amusement. Folks, we ain't characters. We're real people. We're your neighbors for the week you're here. And all we're asking, all we have ever asked, is that you act like it. Now listen to me really clear. I ain't saying don't come. I swear I'm not. See, Florida needs your tourism. I know that. Every business owner in the state knows that. The money that you spend keeps our lights on, sends our kids to school, pays for the roads you're driving on. We know that we need you. And we're not too proud to admit it. But here's the thing. Needing somebody's money doesn't mean you owe them your dignity, okay? We will gladly share our paradise with you. Our hidden springs, our back road barbecue joints, our sunsets that look like God spilled his paint box across the sky. We'll even give you directions, recommend the best fishing spots, tell you where to get the best Cuban sandwich this side of Havana. We'll do it with a smile because that's how we were raised. But the price of admission, y'all, it ain't just cash. It's respect. Don't snap your fingers at our waitresses. Don't talk to our airport workers like they're beneath you. Don't walk into our shops and act like you stepped into some backwater time capsule. Don't leave your trash on our beaches. Don't blow through our neighborhoods at 60 miles an hour because you're late for your frickin' dinner reservation. And don't look at us like we're simple because we talk slow and smile easy. Y'all, we talk slow because we ain't in a rush. We smile easy because we live in paradise and we frickin' know it. And we're simple. Buddy, we survive hurricanes that would send you crying back to your damn basement. We pull our neighbors' tractors out of sinkholes on our days off. We rebuild after every storm, every flood, every disaster, and we do it without losing our kindness or even our sense of humor. So yeah, Come to Florida, spend your money, enjoy the sun, eat the grouper that tastes like fish. Ride the rides, take your pictures. But remember, when you leave, we're still here. This is our home, and we'd appreciate it greatly if you treated it like one. All right, y'all, I'm going to leave you with this. The real Florida ain't the one you see on TV. It ain't the theme parks or the spring break beaches or the Florida Man headlines that make you laugh at us from 1,000 miles away. See, the real Florida is quieter than that, prouder than that, and deeper than that. The real Florida is all about a 70-year-old woman named Evelyn who gets up at 4 a.m. to bake pies from scratch because her mama taught her how, and she ain't about to let that tradition die. It's a 22-year-old kid working the rental car counter to pay his way through college. It's a volunteer firefighter spending his weekend pulling his neighbor out of trouble, because that's what you do down here. It's a bait shop that's been in the same family for 3 generations because some things are worth more than money. Now, that's the Florida I love. That's the Florida I'm asking you to respect. You don't have to love it like I do. I wouldn't expect you to. You don't even have to understand it. You just have to acknowledge that it's real, that the people who live here are real, that our lives don't pause when you arrive and resume when you leave. No, we're here all year. In the hurricanes, the heat, in the beauty and the struggle, we're here. And we ain't going nowhere. Y'all, this is DJ from DJ Southern Storytelling. Thanks for listening. If this hit home for you, if you're a Floridian who's felt this in your bones, share it. And if you're a tourist who's guilty of any of this, well, now you know. Do better next time. Do better. And we'll be here when you get back.